Day 2.
Before you see all that, you should probably see what happened last night. Tails we go north, heads we go south. It's tails. North it is. So that means I'm following the Great Western Highway northwest until I get to about Mount Victoria where it's closed, and then from there I'll have to go north and decide again from there, probably with another coin flip. One extra decision I made yesterday after my planning is calmer days. I knew the first day was going to be packed and that was the intention, but best believe we're chilling a bit more. Today was still busy, but a bit more chill. So anyway, what happened today?
Day 2. Leura.
Get a look at that. I mean, yeah. This morning I woke up early and decided to walk to the Three Sisters lookout. It was pretty early, so it was pretty empty, and there were bathrooms there, which was an added bonus, plus I could fill up my water bottle. After that I walked back to the car and decided I wanted to go to see the Leura infinity pool.
Off to try and find the infinity pool.
I knew that I should have probably gone earlier in the morning if I wanted it to be empty, but it was just too cold, and I think that was the right decision. So I actually went the wrong way. All of that was down the wrong thing. So I'm now back up at the top and hoping that this is the right way. Because if I was actually on the right track and I just walked back up, that would be pretty funny. But anyway, back down another track. I just found a sign to amphitheatre track, which I think is what I'm looking for. So that's a good sign. Hopefully it's going to be just down this path, but I'm going to do the lookout first. Get a look at that. I mean, yeah. And then on the way down to the infinity pool, I met up with some other people who were trying to find it. And it was actually quite easy to find. I didn't really expect that, but we found it quite easily. We walked down and I didn't really get much footage of the pool itself because there were a few people there and I didn't want to just be filming them the whole time. But yeah, if this is what it looks like, you just have to pretend that one of the people are me. Maybe I'll Photoshop my head on one of them or something. Super nice spot. Yeah, if you want it to be on your own, you'd probably want to do it early in the morning or, you know, not in the school holidays like it is right now, which is a bad idea. But actually, maybe they were school kids, but I don't think any of the people there were school kids. I think it was just some European people and then other people from interstate above school age. From there I went to nose around Leura town centre. Pretty nice, quite a long walk, but definitely worth it. And a more chill vibe than what I went for yesterday. When I got back to the car, I packed up all the gear and headed to the campsite. time I can actually show you around. So let's have a look.
This is the car, looking majestic as ever. What a spot. Anyway, these are the benches next to it, which I used for writing in my journal, plus cooking and sitting, relaxing. Definitely a win, didn't have to get my own table out. I was also really close to the bathrooms, which was handy, but unfortunately it was a long drop, and that thing stunk, so definitely avoid at all costs. The campsite had this gravel path running all the way through it, and then off to the sides there was these little grass spaces where you could camp. Some people set up tents, other people had just driven their cars onto them. Or you could even park on the side of the gravel like I did. From this time on, the campsite actually filled up completely, and basically all of the gravel path was full, with a little tiny space for cars to drive through. There was one that was super cozy, but there was already people in there when I got there, so I didn't record much of that. There was also a little creek running across the middle of the campsite, which was super nice. There's something so calming about the sound of water, isn't there? Oh, also, I didn't realise how shaky I am as a cameraman without the rock steady mode on the camera, so apologies for that.
One super important thing for the trip, the list of side quests. I wrote them up earlier, and these are the things I want to also get done in these 100 days. So let's have a look. I split them up into easy, medium and hard just to give me a bearing on which ones I'm going to get done, but hopefully we can get them all done. We'll have to see. The easy category first. Number 1, travel to the furthest north, east and south points in mainland Australia. I have no idea where any of those are. I'm going to have a look. The only reason I didn't do west is because that is a long way. That is a long, long way. But who knows, maybe we'll get that done as well. The second is to learn to play harmonica. This is all I've got so far. And number 3, do something stupid every day. I actually wrote this one before yesterday, and I don't think I realised just how easy this one's going to be. I should probably have put it in its own category for super, super easy goals. Now the medium ones. Number 1, don't die doing something stupid. Yeah, this one might be actually a little hard. But the thing is, it actually makes for a good ending to the series. Although, I guess as a title, travelling around Australia for either 100 days or until I die, whichever comes first, doesn't really roll off the tongue as well. Plus, I wouldn't even be able to upload the last video, which would probably be the best one, so something to think about, I guess. Number 2, learn to do a backflip. No idea whether that's hard or not. Number 3, Clash of Clans Top 100 for my town hall. Yeah, a bit nerdy, sue me. I'm sure 1% of people will know what I'm talking about. Now for the hard ones. 1, become as good at freestyling as a Brazilian child. I'm thinking an 8-year-old because that's the only way that it could actually be reasonably attainable. Otherwise I'm just screwed. Number 2, 1500 in chess. Is that hard? I don't know. I have no bearing on how good at chess is good at chess, but I have a lot of spare time on my hands, so let's give it a try. Number 3, cook one meal that Gordon Ramsay would be proud of. To be honest, I think most of the time I'll actually spend reheating food that I've cooked earlier, but at least once I need to cook a good meal. A good meal. Number 4, it's actually a secret goal. That's all you get there. Secret goal. Secret goal number 1. And that's actually the reason behind this whole road trip, to be honest. So that's something I'll be working on this entire time. And if it ends up working out, you'll hear about it. If not, you'll never know. And there's a second secret goal as well. Not as central to the trip, but will be fun. Why does it work so inconsistently? like the dodgiest thing. This campsite is super beautiful. I'm super glad that I'm here. But one review in particular drew me here, and it said, "Be careful of the friendly foxes. They'll steal your shoes." And I was like, I want to see a fox. It doesn't even have to be a friendly one. So yeah, just had dinner and I'm walking out now. I've got the head torch on just in case because it's getting dark. But yeah, in search of a fox. I'll let you know what I find. I haven't found a fox. What I have found is a bunch of abandoned gear. The table, all the stuff over there, and then all this cooking gear. Super weird spot. Also, the camera's making it look extremely red, which is quite funny. It makes it look like a murder scene. Dun dun dun. I didn't end up finding the foxes. What a waste. I'm thinking maybe if I took my shoe with me on the end of a fishing rod, then I had a better chance, but it's too late for that now. It's currently basically 7 o'clock and it is pitch black outside. No more fox spotting. But yeah, we're settled in for the night. The bed's made. I'm just sitting in the driver's seat at the moment. An overall successful day. No major failures. I'm trying to think. What was the stupid thing of today? Oh, walking the wrong way on the walking track, probably. Which is a pretty good stupid thing. I don't hate that. Yeah, I think I might have to send it off for tonight. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab the guitar. Hold on. Day 2 was home to 114 different photos, and quite a varying lot of them too. At the start of the day, I kind of knew what I wanted today's photo to be, but I took a lot of others as well, just to be sure. You never know what you're going to catch. Of the morning walk to Katoomba and the Three Sisters, and then of the walk through the Leura Cascades. I also got one of the sky. I'm pretty sure I must have taken it accidentally, but there's just something about it that is just incredible. Like, just the colour, the fact that there's nothing there and yet it still feels so full. If I hadn't have had a photo in mind for today, this might have been the one, weirdly enough. But unfortunately it's been pushed aside by what was the highlight and the main focus of today, the Leura infinity pool. I took 3 photos when I arrived and then another 3 when I left, and I was most happy with the second lot. But from all of them, when I actually looked back at them, I was a little disappointed at first with the fact that the sky didn't actually render. You got none of the forest, none of the sky, just brightness, which same as yesterday really, and to be expected from the camera, but it just caught me off guard. But then the more I looked at them, the more they kind of grew on me. And this third one that I took, the final photo, was the only one where not a single ounce of sky or forest came through. So all you got is the pool and then the backdrop of just brightness, a golden glow, which made it feel like it actually was a pool surrounded by infinity. So that's what this one is. Number 2, the pool on the edge of infinity. It's only day 2 and I already know that it's going to be hard to rank these photos. I normally avoid ranking stuff, to be honest, but this time I want to do it. I think I'll just have to go with my gut instinct and then leave it from there. And right now it's telling me that number 2 is at the top of the list.